Hey, Miss Pingrino, what are you doing over here on the Played Out set?
Well, we just got done playing the new Super Mario Brothers game, so we're going to review it on Played Out.
Oh, no. We didn't just get done playing the new Super Mario Brothers game, and we need to review it on Played Out. We just got done seeing the new Super Mario Brothers movie, and we need to review it on Get Real.
Oh. You mean that movie from the 90s where that random white guy played Mario?
No. I'm talking about the new movie where a random white guy plays Mario.
Oh.
And we're going to do it on an all-new episode of Get Real.
Yay! Actually, I should knock him down. He wasn't in it. Toad!
It's me, Hot Toddy!
It's me, Miss Pingrino!
And welcome to an all-new episode of... Stop laughing and say the thing.
Get
Real.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Wow, yay!
And here we are, yes, we are going to talk about the movie that has literally just come out, and we saw it yesterday, and I don't know when this video comes out, so yesterday may be irrelevant from when we actually have seen it. We saw it at some point. Regardless, no, I'm talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie, the new movie from Universal and Illumination. And Nintendo, of course. Very exciting film. Great to have it out finally. Miss Pingrino, what did you think of the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I loved it. It was so adorable, and you know, I was really worried it was gonna suck balls because let's be real, all these kind of movies, like most people didn't like Sonic.
That's we're gonna get into that, Miss Pingrino.
I mean, I did.
I was going to get into that too. All of this we were going to get into. Yes. We still will be getting.
Nobody
into,
was necessarily super happy about who was casted to play Mario.
No.
So going into it,
we did not go in with an open mind.
No, we were pretty much like, we're excited, but we're probably gonna hate it. And we liked it. We really did.
Well, and
I mean, I really, really did.
Right, and I'm going to shock all of you. I loved this movie. I told you as we were leaving the theater, this movie had no business being as good as it was. This movie was insatiable. I couldn't believe that it was that good. Like, it actually was a movie that was thought out, carefully thought out, strategically thought out, and put together in a way that paid homage to the game while creating an interesting story. Unlike another certain film that came out during our childhood where it was just like, hey, you know this, so we're going to try to make this as best we can, and then it just sucked ass the whole way through. But yeah, no, the movie is just really, really good, and I feel kind of weird saying that because usually I'm the objecting opinion on movies, especially movies like this.
What if I would have said I hated it?
I would have been stunned because this movie really is that good, and it's just incredible. What was it that made you love it the most?
I mean, it was adorable. Like, the characters were super cute. There were some songs on occasion, like the characters singing songs, which just always makes an animated movies.
Let's be clear, especially for anybody who may not like these types of movies, it's not a musical by any stretch.
No, it's not a musical. It's just random songs, like
random characters singing random songs.
Yes, not like full songs, like just clippets.
Just little pieces, and it's made. They do it in a humorous way.
Yes.
Peach, understand.
So I liked that
I did
because
too.
any animated movie with a little bit of zhuzh like that, I enjoy.
Zhuzh?
Little zhuzh.
Like roast beef au juge? Like au juge sauce. That's what you enjoy?
Au jus. That's
Au
au
jus.
jus, not au zhuzh. It's different. Back at ya. I win.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But then I also liked how the story was not saving Peach. Like, the princess didn't need saving.
That's what I wanted to get into. This is you're hitting all the points.
Yeah, points.
You're hitting
Like,
all the points.
because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, in the Mario games, you go to save Peach,
you do.
or you save Daisy in Luigi's case, or whoever you're saving.
Right. Well, yeah, and
But it's the female that you're saving, and in this one, we're not saving the female.
it's a nice it's a nice twist on the formula. It really
Yeah.
was. In this movie, you're saving Luigi.
Well, not just Luigi, you're saving all of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, I mean, but that's in the games too. You are saving the
Right.
Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser. That's like in every iteration of the game. But this is the first time that I'd ever experienced it where you're trying to save Luigi, because usually either Luigi, he has his own game and he's the star, or
Mhm.
Luigi is working with Mario. In fact, going back to the Mario movie from the 90s, that's what that was. It was Mario and Luigi trying to save the princess from King Koopa, played by Dennis Hopper. I don't know why they didn't just call him Bowser in that film, but it's whatever. But they're saving Princess. I wasn't even Peach in that movie. I don't remember, but they're saving the princess
Princess Peach.
from King
Peach's
Koopa.
leg.
Yeah, but that movie stank, and this movie was not. And it's weird because John Leguizamo said he's boycotting this film. He will not.
Aww.
He will not see this film, and it's like, dude. I mean, I don't really know what your point is, but your all's movie sucked. It was not
I
good.
liked it too.
Really?
Bitch, are you for real?
See, well, that's the thing I want to get into is
But I like John. How you say his last name?
John Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
Like
I
the-
like
You,
him.
you start saying Linguini and then you veer into
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
I like him.
Yeah.
So
I love John Leguizamo too, and
he's
I
weird as hell. That movie.
and I love Bob Hoskins, the late great Bob Hoskins, who played Mario in that film. But that movie just was not good, and that's something I want to get into. Is that one of the main reasons why it's so shocking that this movie was so good is because
the first was so bad.
well, no, but the video game movies don't do well in general.
They don't.
Every movie that's been based on video games either do all right or they just tank. Movies like Mortal Kombat did pretty good. Movies like the Sonic movies, I hated the Sonic movies with a passion, but they did all right. This first one did fine enough to get a sequel, you know?
Yeah,
So-
those are more directed to children.
But this was directed at children. But adults and children alike will love this film. And that's the point. But they've had Max Payne, they've done Sin City. None of them have done super well. The only video game that has done super well in theaters is Resident Evil, and even they got kind of hilariously bad towards the end. Just ask Red Letter Media.
Well, yeah, but that one's kind of, I feel like, easy to do as a legit movie because it's like, is it not like zombies?
It's zombies,
/ action.
It's like
/
it's like zombies mixed with the Matrix a little bit, and
yeah. So I feel like that gives them a lot to make a movie off
But
of.
the point is they got bad as
Everything gets bad
as-
after so many.
as they went towards the end of the franchise. So many times of doing it, it got worse. But yeah, so movies like this don't tend to do very well, but
Yeah.
this one I think is going to go above and beyond because it captures the essence of Mario, and it's not. And I didn't know how they were going to play Mario being in the Mushroom Kingdom because the video games never explain that. But
No.
but in like the '93 movie and this one, again, they just kind of end up in this crazy world, which is one of my
They discover a random pipe.
which is one of my few complaints about the film is that it just seemed too easy to get into the Mushroom Kingdom. It was very Space Jam. You know how Space Jam...
Oh, yeah, he just got sucked into the Looney
all
Tunes.
if you dig a hole and you go underground,
Gonna get
you will see the Warner Brothers area of the world. For some reason, it's just there. And same for the Kingdom, the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, it's not even the Mushroom Kingdom. It's sort of like the multiverse of Nintendo World. Even though it's not Nintendo, it's its own little. It's hard to explain, but you go through. There's a warp, and that's what that's called. The green warp is in deep underground under Brooklyn in New York, and they get sucked into it. If you get near that warp, you get sucked into it, and you just end up in this like algorithm of universes, of worlds. Like there's the Mushroom Kingdom, there's the Bowser Kingdom, there's the Penguin Kingdom, there's all these kingdoms, and you kind of just fall into whichever one you end up in.
Mhm.
And lucky for Mario, he lands in the Mushroom Kingdom. Unfortunately for Luigi,
Poor Luigi.
he falls in Bowser's Kingdom, and that's
The Badlands.
the Badlands. Excuse me, yes. But so that's one of my nitpicky little things. It's a little too easy to find the fantasy world in the movie.
Yeah, but
Well, it's still it was fine. I let it go. And this movie has gotten mixed reviews. It actually it's a flop in terms of critical review. It's like 50%. Rotten Tomatoes is giving it like they calling it a flop, but it has a hugely popular, very positive audience score, 90 something percent at this point. So it's very widely loved by audiences. It's somewhat looked down upon by critics. And one of the things that the critics didn't like was one of the things that the critics didn't like was the very simple plot. And I'm like, but that's Mario. That's the Mario game. It's a very simple plot.
Gets lost or stolen. Mario saves them.
In the game,
That's the plot.
in the game, Peach gets kidnapped by Bowser. Mario has to then go save Peach and the Mushroom Kingdom. Very, very simple plot. Then they did the reverse on us. They played the reverse Uno card and said, no, Peach is one of the heroes in this film, and Luigi is the one who's gotten cornered, which is a great take on the formula. Like I said, very interesting. And there was always something happening. For a while, there was 3 separate stories in the film. You had Mario and the Mushroom Kingdom with Peach trying to get everything worked out. You had Bowser and his rise to power because he has the superstar. And then you had Luigi trying to navigate his way in the Darklands. And then eventually, Luigi gets captured and his story merges with Bowser's because he's now captured by Bowser. And that's pretty much the last time we see Luigi until towards the end of the movie. And then it's just those 2 main stories, but there's always something happening on the screen. It really held your attention.
One could be upset that Luigi's not in it that much.
You took one of my points again. Yes,
Like,
that's another nitpick. I needed more Luigi.
Should have been more Luigi, but I feel
I
like
needed more
by
Luigi.
not having a lot of Luigi, you
Mhm.
could spin off like another one where the next one, like Luigi, is more because in this one, no spoilers, but Luigi is.
We've already spoiled some of it already.
Well, okay.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Luigi is like coming into his own as wealth towards the end. Like he realizes
His wealth?
his own.
You said he's coming in his coming in his own as wealth.
As well.
You said wealth.
I did not.
As play the footage. Roll back on the footage.
Luigi is like coming into his own as wealth.
You see, you said
I did
wealth.
not. I
You
did
said
not.
wealth.
I did not. Anyways,
He's
like,
not rich. They're not rich by any stretch of the imagination.
Do I ever get to?
They're plumbers.
Do I ever get to?
No, you don't. This is my show.
He like realizes he can be like Mario, like
Towards the
I
end.
can still fight, I can still do this. So like that gave him a good
Towards the end, yes.
towards the end.
Mhm.
So it gave him a good motion to like if they wanted to make a second one, they could.
Well, that's what we were discussing in the car even before we went into the movie was that, Mario has no shortage of enemies. So like the next movie could be like which is I looked, there is no post-credit scene or anything like that, but they could have done something where like deep in the lab of Mushroom Kingdom, they're playing around with DNA of Mario and they created Wario, his evil twin or something like that. You could do that. But they didn't. That's not a part of the movie. But what I'm saying is that
if you want to, you should give us credit for that idea.
Sure. But you could do something like that. There's a plethora of things you could do. But no, more Luigi. As I said that too, because Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, we use him a lot on the show. Here's that clip I play sometimes.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
Yeah, that's Charlie Day. And I love him, and I think he should have been in the movie more. Which gets to the point of I was one of the critics that said, really? You're going to pick Chris Pratt and Charlie Day to play Mario and Luigi? What a stupid concept. This is going to be one of the reasons why the movie is going to suck so bad. They were part of the highlight of the film.
Yeah.
Is those 2. The guy that plays Mario, I forget his name, but the guy that plays Mario in the video games plays different characters in the film. He plays like a random patron at an arcade or a restaurant that they're in.
Too much. It's perfect. Wahoo!
And he also plays their father. And you can always hear a little bit of Mario within it. So within him.
I think he played one other character.
I don't remember.
It seemed like he did.
You're done. You're done.
But no, they were the highlight. That was the voice cast was really great. Jack Black as Bowser. Don't even get me started.
That's who Bowser was?
You didn't realize
No.
that? That was Jack Black,
I
of course.
knew the voice, but I couldn't place
Have you
it.
not seen him? He's been all over social media dressed up as Bowser for the premiere of this movie. He's been everywhere right now. He's amazing. He's more excited than we were about the movie.
But that makes so much sense too. Why it sounded like Tenacious D when he sang.
So we talked about how they really strategically placed everything correctly into the film. Some of the things I loved is the fact that they brought all the old aspects and the new aspects of games, of the Mario games, into it. Like the classic Mario jumping up on the boxes and dodging all the little obstacles. That was the training ground. That's how you train to be to live and fight in the Mushroom Kingdom. And then when we first meet Donkey Kong, spoiler, when we first meet Donkey Kong, you have in order for Peach to get the Kong army, Mario has to face off against Donkey Kong, and it's the old barrel-rolling Donkey Kong game. Like they incorporated everything, and I really appreciated that. That was
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart was in this movie. I got so excited. I said Rainbow Road. I was so happy when Rainbow Road showed up in this movie. I was like, yeah.
Kart, and they even had the little spins.
And that's reminiscent of today's Mario Kart. That's the thing. That's again, they incorporated yesterday's games and today's games in the movie, and it was really great. So yeah, Mario Kart, there's a big chase scene in the cars, and it's really entertaining. It's so well done. And then the blue tortoiseshell comes out of nowhere and blows it back. I could go on all day, but anyway, Mario Kart was in the movie. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And those are some of the elements that I really loved, is the fact that they incorporated so much of games past and present into the film, but they did it in a clever, strategic way, and it wasn't just like, hey, you know this, here's this, and that's sort of,
here's this.
Hey, here's this, you know, because they kind of did that again in the '93 live action movie. It was kind of like, you know this, so it's in it, even if it doesn't look or sound like the thing that you know, it's in it, so enjoy, you know. And it's like,
here we go.
And no, nobody enjoyed it, so it was just kind of blah. But no, this was neat, and I really liked that they did all that. There is one thing that really bothered me that didn't get resolved in the film, and this is something, maybe it's sort of sequel stuff, or it was something that didn't get resolved, and it just bugged me. It was Peach's backstory. Peach, spoiler, spoiler again.
You're probably gonna try to make it.
Maybe, but like Peach admits that she's not from the Mushroom Kingdom, that she also just arrived through a warp.
She warped somewhere.
And the Toads took care of her and raised her, and when she became an adult, they named her the Princess of Mushroom Kingdom, because they're very nice people. The Toad people are very nice.
They're freaking adorable.
Yes.
I want the Toad.
Keegan-Michael Key, another, again, getting back to the voice cast,
Toad.
as Toad, amazing. Anya Taylor-Joy also as Peach, by the way. The whole cast was just great.
I just love it.
Everybody was great, but they didn't. I know we got a little Toad back there.
No, I want all the little.
Oh, all the little Toads. There's a lot of there's a lot of Toads in the movie. But anyway,
Especially I want the little purple one.
The little purple one, yes, of course. Are you okay?
No, they're so cute.
It's a lot. It was a lot for Miss Pingrino to deal with.
And then the penguins.
No, the penguins. That was the best.
You want to know my favorite part of the movie?
Oh, let's talk about, again, spoiler ahead. We'll get back to what I was talking about, but go ahead.
The little flame who was all despair.
He was the best.
Ooh, fresh meat for the grinder.
He even does the closing line of the movie. I don't even know what that's supposed to be based on. Yay!
There's no escape. The only hope is the sweet relief from death.
I don't even know. I don't even know who he's supposed to be based on, but I just loved him. Yeah, he was great. All the characters in this movie are great.
He's so cute.
He's adorable.
He's like a baby saying, "Oh, the end is near.
It's
Bring us sweet, sweet death."
It was all so good. It was all so good.
Sounded like you.
It did. It did. It sounded.
Just bring me sweet, sweet death.
It really is actually a lot like me, sadly.
Oh.
Anyway, getting back to Peach's backstory. She warps in, and the Toads raise her, and then Mario questions, like, maybe you're from my world. She's like, eh. She's like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And then it was never mentioned again. So
I mean, one would think she probably is from the human world.
I guess.
Because, like, she doesn't really have any powers unless she uses the power-ups, just like Mario.
Yeah.
She looks human. The rest of them
that's another thing. The power-ups is what helps you navigate through the world and beat your enemies. I just love it. I love the strategy of the movie.
Just love it.
But that's something that I don't like when movies do that, when they set up something and then they don't resolve it in any way, shape, or form. You could say that's sort of sequel bait, but it was in the middle of the film, and then it never gets talked about again. So I don't know, and
maybe it will.
Maybe it will. I don't know. But yeah, like Mario and Peach don't really get together in this film. Like that's another thing.
You sense it.
I guess you can sense it, sort of, but like. But that was something else I liked, is the fact that it didn't hang on any kind of weird romance plots or anything like that.
True, it was not like a romance kind of thing. It definitely was made for kids. Like, the romance was not... It was there, but it was just kind of like...
Flirty.
It
was flirty.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, on our first date, I'll buy you a turtle.
Yeah. Super flirty.
Yeah.
Super flirty, which is cute. But, yeah, they didn't hang on like, oh, Mario and Peach are going to be an item. You just wait towards the end of the movie. They didn't do that. But they didn't resolve the whole Peach backstory thing, so that kind of bugged me. So Peach has a backstory. She's not just born and raised in the kingdom like it appears to be in the video game. There's something more to it. So that bugged me. But those are just minor nitpicks. Overall, though, the movie, I gotta love it. I can't hate this movie. I thought I was gonna just despise it, but I really, really enjoyed the movie. How about you?
I did too. I still don't know if Chris Pratt would have been my ultimate pick for Mario.
No, but again, I'm so burpy tonight. He
Get out of here, you stupid, dumb animal!
did the job. He did really
got
well the job done.
I don't think he would have been still my first pick. I think more of a comedian maybe would have been a little better.
Well, and you know, a lot of people were like, well, why are you making, you know, Italian guys be played by white guys? And the way they handle it, it's very proper. They're like Italian immigrants. Their parents, their family is very Italian, but they themselves were born in
We're gonna get canceled.
Oh, sorry.
Stop it!
But they were born and raised in Brooklyn. They were born and raised in New York. So they're more they're more of an Americanized version of it. Whereas
they're Italian American.
Where in the video games they're just straight up Italian. And so that's how you can defer to the both. I mean, it's still kind of controversial to take an Italian character and Americanize him and make him a white guy. I get that. But it's still like it didn't.
Where in the video games does it really say they're Italian?
It's me, Mario! It's me, Mario!
Does it?
You just have to listen to him.
Mamma mia! It's me, Mario! Mamma mia!
I know that. They sound Italian.
So they're Italian.
They could.
Let's go! Yahoo! Mamma mia! What are you doing? What's going on here?
Well, that was sure fun. I had a great time.
Woohoo!
I'm a dumbass.
So, Miss Pingrino, would you recommend the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Absolutely. 10 out of 10 for me.
10, yeah.
To be honest. I think it's great, especially if you have young children, because like it really hits all those like animated movie loves and feels. And then, of course, for the older people,
What?
it hits the loves and feels. Plus, you know, it has that like nostalgia, and there's the adult jokes that, of course, kids aren't going to get, but that you would get.
And I highly would recommend it as well. It's not even really, you mentioned nostalgia. It's really not even it doesn't even like stand on nostalgia really. It just stands on the
but
games.
It hits it there.
No, yeah, but really it just hits with the games, and that's what you wanted in a movie like this.
Yeah.
You don't want a ton of member berries. You just want things where it's just like, oh, it's the game. We're watching what the game would be like if it was a movie. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, and I really wanted to mention this. I said it kind of loud in the theater. Is the movie gets meta for a minute. It gets meta because there's a scene where Mario is playing Nintendo, and it's the original NES. He's playing Nintendo, and I'm like, that's funny. He's not playing Mario, obviously, but it made me laugh because it's like, I mean, Nintendo is a great console. It's a great company, everything, but would it had survived? Would it have been as big as it is? Would it had existed without Mario?
No, probably
So
not.
the idea that there's a world where Nintendo exists but not the Super Mario Brothers video game is kind of laughable. But I found that really fun, that it got meta for a minute there. But anyway, overall, great film, highly recommended. Go see Super Mario Brothers.
Go see it.
Well, Miss Pingrino, we've reached the end of the episode.
Yay, we win.
We have indeed. Oh wait, that reminds me, we can't win an episode without doing this.